We are a cross-border super financial app, basically built on Ton. And I've been in the financial markets for quite some time now, trading derivatives and just overall just building tech. And we saw this big opportunity here to build something great in terms of bringing the power of crypto and really, per se, like dumbing it down or like making it easily accessible for the rest of the world. I'm sure you're familiar using banks. We've all had this experience growing up, and it's been going on for centuries, right? Maybe even millennia, but it's definitely been going on for centuries where the banks have basically centralized having a bank account, right? Have centralized finance. They've kind of like taken it hostage in a way. And there's still billions of people that are unbanked in the world, which to me, it's absolutely ludicrous, right? We're in 2025 and we have people that are unbanked. We have low access to credit with like predatory fees and predatory interest rates. The yield on savings is absolutely horrible. We came out with this vision initially to build a neobank, but then we as we were going through it, we quickly realized that the system kind of pulls you into the same thing, right? Into like control, centralization, and there's no real power to the people. And that's why we had this kind of epiphany moment, and we decided to not only rebrand from Also, we used to be called Also, and create No Bank. And No Bank is basically, it's a call to action, it's a rebellion for people to take control of their finances, to have a platform that is self-custody, to have a platform that can provide you everything that a bank will do, just better. It's transparent, it's permissionless, and it's just a beautiful thing that we're building here.
We are the anti-bank. We are the opposite of a bank, to make it very simple, because once you put and you use the service of No Bank, we're about to launch very soon. The countdown has started, but it is always, and I repeat, always the people's money, because you're always in charge and in control of your money. There's no banker going to tell you you're not allowed to use your money. There's no, they cannot freeze your account. It's the opposite of a bank, and we're very proud of that, because it's called self-custodial, the opposite of Bank of America, all the big banks you know about the world, and even the neobanks that are quote unquote supposedly changing the game out there. They're actually, like Chris said, they're following the same mold of custodial banks. We are the anti-bank. We are the opposite of a bank. Why? And to make it very simple, because once you put and you use the service of No Bank, we're about to launch very soon. The countdown has started, but it is always, and I repeat, always the people's money, because you're always in charge and in control of your money. There's no banker going to tell you you're not allowed to use your money. There's no, they cannot freeze your account. It's the opposite of a bank, and we're very proud of that, because it's called self-custodial, the opposite of Bank of America, all the big banks you know about the world, and even the neobanks that are quote unquote supposedly changing the game out there. They're actually, like Chris said, they're following the same mold of custodial banks. Blockchain, for example, Solana. Right? Solana is a very big blockchain, but doesn't have a social media. If you look at Facebook, it has a social media, but no blockchain. And if you look at big social media, no blockchain. Very hard to also add a blockchain because they're publicly traded. So these companies move very slowly. They have boards of directors. That's why startups are also faster to move. If you look at Telegram, Telegram is one of the top social media in the world. It's very used for crypto as well. And it has a blockchain. So it's the only one that has both. And we're talking a billion users on Telegram that have the app in their pockets right now. So the blockchain of Ton is directly accessible to a billion people, and everything being built on Ton, aka No Bank, will also be it. So that's everybody we're speaking to. All the investors are all excited that basically No Bank is available to a billion people right now, right away. And just to finish on, basically, if you look at some people, my fans in Myanmar, some of them are living, let's say, in the rural area with no access to a bunch of banks, or they live far from the city, but they have Telegram. So if you follow my train of thought here, they are unbanked, but they have Telegram. But with No Bank, they can click the username, open the mini app, and automatically now they have their bank account essentially, and they can even order, like Chris said, a crypto card. So basically, it is a big game changer that we are able to give essentially a bank account without a bank to a billion people around the world and more that are going to be joining Telegram.